Now available in paperback and Kindle. Vampires stalk the darkness of the Eternal Night. Get your copy of Eternal Night in paperback and Kindle on Amazon.com. In a previous video, I talked about why large masses of stupid people are a danger to a society. And the reason why large masses of stupid people are a danger to a society is mainly because large masses of stupid people you just don't want to change. Now, there's an old saying that you just can't fix stupid, and the reason why you just can't fix stupid is mainly because stupid is a place that people insist on being, and they insist on being in that frame of thinking because they are just too afraid to go and change their frame of thinking. Now, in the case of an ignorant person can change because an ignorant person does things because they don't know they are wrong, and because they don't know they're wrong, this is where a person can basically teach that person the correct frame of thinking, and that person, once they catch on to the correct frame of thinking and get an understanding of things, they can move on. And in the case of a dumb person is someone who doesn't understand, and once a person teaches them things and they can get an understanding of things, they can move on. And that's how you can help an ignorant and a dumb person, because while one doesn't understand and the other one doesn't know, they can be brought up to speed. And they can be brought up to speed because those people have open minds. And because those people have open minds, they can be made to change their frame of thinking and get a better perspective on things and get a better perspective of things as related to the issue that they're having. However, in the case of a stupid person is someone who you can give them the information and they will, again, understand what you're presenting to them. However, they will continue to remain on the course that they're on, even though they've been given information that can correct their behavior. They will continue to go on doing the things that they're continuing to do and have no regard for any of the consequences of their actions because the stupid person just insists on going their way. And the stupid person, basically the reason why you can't fix them is really based on their whole being caught up in their feelings and to emotions in general. Mainly what happens to stupid people is they're caught up in their pride and their fear. And because they're caught up in their pride and their fear, what happens is the stupid person continues to insist on going on a course that is destructive. Even though you're trying to explain things to them, the stupid person will continue to remain on that course because they're too proud to admit when they are wrong, and their pride basically is based on the fear of having to change their behavior. And because the stupid person is too proud to admit that they are wrong or they're on a bad course, they insist on remaining on that course because of their pride. And as they are proud, they are basically really showing how they are afraid of changing their frame of thought, because they know that if they have to concede that they are wrong, they have to admit that somebody else is smarter than they are, and they also have to concede that somebody is in a place where they can have more power than they have. And this is the thing that makes the stupid person a danger to themselves, because they let their ego get in the way. And because they let their ego get in the way, this is what prevents them from learning to correct their behavior and be able to move on and make progress. This is what really hinders the stupid person, is this pride that they have in trying to maintain a position that they know is wrong. And as they look to continue to maintain that position, they are afraid of making the changes that will help them move ahead. And this is what really prevents stupid people from being able to be helped, because the stupid person, again, insist that they are going to be right. And again, since they are caught up in their feelings about being right, they are caught up in their feelings about being the ones who are going to make their ideas true and make their ideas true because they feel that they are right. This is what leads to the stupid person continuing to remain on a self-destructive course, even though they have been given information that can correct their behavior. They insist on going on, and as they insist on going on, sadly what happens to the stupid person is the stupid person has to deal with the consequences of their actions and have to deal with things going in a very horrible fashion. And what's really dangerous about a stupid person, again, is that arrogance and that pride, that where they just, again, insist that things are going to go their way, even though they have been given this information that can help them. These people basically become a hindrance to themselves, and even worse, when they become a hindrance to others because they insist on continuing to do things one way, even though that way doesn't work. And what's even worse is that they will continue to use the same approaches that don't work again and again, not understanding that this is the definition of insanity, because the definition of insanity is one following logic that does not work, or trying to make your own logic, or two, doing the exact same thing and expecting a different result. That is the definition of insanity. And what's really scary is that this is the whole mindset of one stupid person. But what's even worse than one stupid person is a large populace of stupid people. A large populace of stupid people who basically, even though you give them information that will try to help them correct their behavior, these people become so proud and so caught up in their emotions of fear that you cannot explain anything to them. And what makes it dangerous is that if you know what is right, you can try to tell these people what is right, but you can't really tell. After you tell them what is right, these people become dangerous because they get so caught up in their emotions. And as they get caught up in their emotions, what they do is start to take things very personally because their pride won't let them admit somebody knows something that they don't. And because they're afraid of changing, this is what leads to a large mass of stupid people becoming extremely violent. And as they become extremely violent, this is where you just can't reason with these individuals. And sadly, the only way to deal with a large mass of stupid people is you've just got to step back and just let things happen out of your own safety, because when it comes to large masses of stupid people, there's no reasoning with a large mass of stupid people or even a stupid individual. No, there's no reasoning with these individuals because this goes beyond disagreement for them, because again, an ignorant person can disagree, but if they're given facts that basically show them some perspective on things, they will understand that, okay, here's some new information. I'm learning something about a subject. A dumb person, they may not understand in the beginning, but once you give them some new information, eventually they will look at it and start to understand. But a stupid person, even if given brand new information, will insist on that the old information is true and insist on continuing to remain on a self-destructive course. And the only thing a person who is a critical thinker or a person who has a better understanding of things can do is step aside and basically let nature take its course. When you're dealing with large masses of stupid people, when you're dealing with large masses of stupid people, sadly, the only thing you can do is just step back and let nature take its course, because there's no reasoning with a stupid person. Again, you just can't fix stupid, because what's the problem is with a stupid person is that their mind basically is broken by their emotions. And again, because they're so caught up in their emotions of pride and fear, This is what makes it where a person just can't reason with a stupid person, and the only thing you can do with large masses of stupid people is let them learn the hard way, and the only way they can learn in some cases is by experiencing things the hard way, because again, an intelligent person, once given information, they can avoid the hardship. They can understand, okay, somebody's telling me to stop doing this and just move on and leave this alone. But the stupid person will insist on continuing to do things that don't work and continue to insist on doing things that don't work, because as they're caught up in their feelings of pride, they're going to prove to the world that they're right. They're going to prove to everybody they know what they're doing. They're going to prove to everyone. But sadly, what happens is all they do is prove to everyone that they are basically a stupid person, because even in the face of being given wisdom, they refuse to hear the wise. And because they refuse to hear the wise, they go on and learn the hard way about things and basically show the world how much of a fool they are, because they continue to insist on doing things and again do foolish things because they don't want to again go out here and make changes. And because they refuse to make those changes, this is why they suffer major setbacks in life. They suffer major setbacks in life because you can't fix a stupid person. And again, you can't fix a stupid person because they're too proud to learn. And because they're too proud to learn anything, this is why you can't fix a stupid person. And in many cases, what happens with stupid people is that they continue to remain broken for years. And what's really sad about a lot of stupid people is that the answer is sitting there staring them in the face. I mean, people will sit there and try to tell you what's right in front of you, but because the stupid person is too proud to admit, hey, I made a mistake, they continue making mistakes. And what's sad is that if you have large masses of stupid people, making mistakes becomes a culture and a tradition. And in some cases, making mistakes becomes a way of life. It becomes a way of life because these people refuse to learn. And they basically, when you have large masses of stupid people, they can stagnate a society and prevent it from growing. And that's the whole scary part about having large masses of stupid people, is that they're so caught up in their feelings about maintaining traditions that are based on wrong things that you cannot get that society right at all. That's what's really dangerous about having a large mass of stupid people, and is that, again, you can't fix stupid, and you can't really fix stupid in large numbers. And stupid in large numbers, again, can basically lead to the decline of a society, because when you have large masses of stupid people, again, large masses of stupid people can't or refuse to change and are too proud to change. And that is basically one of the things that can lead to, again, a downfall of a society, is having too many proud people who are afraid of changing. That is the scary part about having a large society of stupid people. And again, you can't fix stupid, because what's broken in that person is in their perception of reality. And with that perception of reality being completely broken, again, there's no fixing things at all, because even though the information is given to the person, they refuse to take that information and use it to change. That's what has those people stuck on stupid. And again, stupid is as stupid does. And again, the only thing people can do with large masses of stupid people is basically walk away and leave nature to basically take its course. Now, if you want to pick up some of my books on the SJS Direct Imprint, you can find those books on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle format. You can also find them at other online booksellers like Draft to Digital, Google Play, Barnes & Noble, and big box retailers like Walmart and Target. And if you'd like to see me make more videos about thinking and critical thinking, you can drop a donation to the Patreon, the PayPal, or the Cash App by clicking the links in the description box. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe. Now available in paperback and e-readers, Esteem Horror in the Hamptons. The aspiring angel tries to escape a house of horrors in this action-packed, all-new Esteem series adventure. Get your copy of Esteem Horror in the Hamptons in paperback and e-readers at online booksellers everywhere. Now available in paperback and e-readers. Isis, Bride of Dracula. Goddess Next Door and John Haynes team up to take on the dark vampire in this action-packed Isis series adventure. Get Isis, Bride of Dracula in paperback and e-readers at online booksellers today. Support Black-owned and Black-operated digital broadcast media. www.niceradionetwork.com. Nice Radio Network broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.